Hi.
Hello, survivors, and welcome to Survivors Guild, part of the Mutant Fam Horror Consortium, a community of like-minded individuals working together to create content and build relationships by and for fans of the genre. Today, we are looking at 2014's Dark Forest, as requested by Dark Forest Film on Twitter. You may remember them from requesting The Killing Death way back when I was Super Reviews. They requested I do a double feature with Dark Forest and Cybernetic Showdown like a month ago, and I've been too busy to watch both. I will get around to Cybernetic Showdown soon enough, because it's directed by Ian Russell, and he's the dude who directed The Killing Death, so I know it'll be awesome. Phew! Now that that's out of the way, let's talk about 2014's Dark Forest. Now streaming on Amazon Prime. I hope you like camping trips that are ruined by abusive, controlling psychopath boyfriends, cause this movie is going to get spoiled. Dark Forest, written and directed by Roger Boyer, starring Stephanie Austin, Genevieve DeGraves, Jaylyn Deslocus, Dennis Scullard, and Laurel MacArthur. Dark Forest is about a girl and her terrible boyfriend and his murder spree when she goes on a camping trip with friends that he forbid her to go on. We open up to a weird dream and Michelle wakes up only to be made fun of by Francine, her friend slash roommate slash sister. And then we are introduced to Henry and Kim and Sally and Frank, who are also going on a camping trip. And back over to Francine, who is doing an interview with Jolene, who is super excited about her new video camera. We then meet Emily and her creepy boyfriend Peter, who she is clearly afraid of. Michelle invites Emily to go on the camping trip with them, but she's not sure she can go. Cut back over to Peter and his buddy Roy and comic relief Jake as they discuss women and their opinions of them. Michelle drops by Peter's house to pick up Emily, and Peter won't let Emily go with them. But when Peter falls into an undoubtedly drunken slumber, Emily sneaks off to catch her friends before they leave. We see Frank, Henry, Sally, and Kim arrive at their destination and set up camp, and Michelle, Francine, Jolene, and Emily do the same thing elsewhere in the Dark Forest. As the girls begin to enjoy themselves, Peter begins to fill with rage as Roy and Jake give him the idea to go scare the girls. But Peter didn't hear scare, he heard kill. And that's what he plans to do. But when Jake questions what he means, he ends up on the receiving end of Peter's knife, making Jake the first deposit in our meat bank. But Roy, desiring to avoid the meat bank, decides to side with Peter. We then meet Anthony and Alice, who are busy trying to get busy when they hear a noise. Alice sends Anthony to check it out, only for him to find nothing. But when they go to head back to his place, his engine won't start. And when he goes out to find out what's wrong, Peter cuts his throat. And then Peter cuts Alice's throat too. Peter then finds Frank and Kim and chokes them around a tree. And then the next day, Peter kills Henry, and later that night kills Sally as well. And then he finds the girls that he was looking for and holds them hostage while Emily tries to negotiate with him. But Roy, who's been made increasingly uncomfortable with all the killing, has a change of heart and takes on Peter, but is ultimately thwarted when Peter, who is obviously insane, kills him. Peter then proceeds to beat the hell out of Francine until Michelle starts beating the hell out of him before he knocks Michelle down, but then Emily shows back up and knocks him down and stabs him to death, making Peter number 9 on our list. And that's the end of the movie. So now, to find out, what are your chances of suffering Survivor's Guilt? This is where we take a look at the main characters and the depth that surrounds them to determine your chances of surviving this movie. Starting with Why So Serious Jake, followed by Parking While Parked couple Anthony and Alice, and then the other camping crew that seems like their only purpose was to be deposited in the meat bank, Frank, Kim, Henry, and Sally, and then wrapping up today's deposits with Roy and Peter, which means that we have a total of 9 bodies. Now let's take a look at our survivors. We've got our girl gang made up of Emily, Michelle, Francine, and Jolene. So that means that out of 13 characters, only 4 survive, which means that you have a 30.8% chance of surviving this movie. With those odds, how would Peter make this camping trip your last? Let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. And if you haven't seen this movie, go check it out on Amazon Prime. It's a pretty well done flick. The acting was pretty good, the audio and lighting were pretty excellent, and the story, though predictable, was a solid throwback to our favorite 80s slashers. Alright guys, as always, thanks.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Boogie Woogie from Nightmare Before Christmas.